This is Jim Sheehan from the ECAC Sports Network. Joining me today is head coach of the RPI Engineers, Ralph Isernia. Coach, first off, congratulations on the ECAC Bowl bid.
Thanks. I appreciate it. It's a result of a lot of hard work from the guys on our team and tremendous leadership from our senior class.
Yeah, you guys had a great season. First off, Coach, you hit the brakes a little bit during the middle of the year. You had a 3-game losing streak, but ended up winning back-to-back games to end the season. How are you able to turn things around?
Well, the streak there in the middle was kind of a result of a number of things. We had our starting quarterback get knocked out. We had a couple injuries on the defensive line, and then we ran into a couple of really good teams who were playing hot at the time, Hobart, St. Lawrence, and Rochester. So. We just kept working with the same guys and grinding it every single day, and the reps that they were getting, especially for a lot of young guys, really started to pay off. So you could see them start getting it and really coming around. So the guys never gave up, never stopped believing.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So now turning towards this weekend, taking on Framingham State on the road, a tough team, 9-1 this year, have won 8 games in a row. What are your thoughts on the matchup, and what's kind of the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge? Well, I don't know if you have enough time in your podcast for that. They're extremely athletic. They're fast. They have athletes on both sides of the football, so they run really well. On defense, when they get when they get their reads, they're coming downhill and they're getting to the football in a hurry. So we've got a challenge. We've got a challenge trying to meet that athleticism, trying to meet that speed, and offensively, they've got a quarterback that's extremely talented, receivers and running backs that are gifted. I mean, you look at their team, and there's not a hole on their team. There's not a weakness, and certainly that's probably the reason why they're 9-1 and won their conference.
Now, you had the Liberty League announced their all-conference teams this past week. You ended up having Andrew Franks named as the Special Teams Player of the Year. Obviously, coaches always talk about defense and special teams, how crucial they are to the game. How important has Franks been to your success this year?
Well, Andrew's been, I think it would be easy to say Andrew's been our team MVP the last 2 seasons. And coming from a kicker/punter, that's a big statement. He is, he's putting the ball in the end zone on kickoffs, and he's a guy that when we cross the 50-yard line, we're looking that we're in field goal range. So he's got a big time leg, but also a great leader on our team. So special teams for us is a phase of the game that we have to win every single week, just because, and especially going into this game, just because we're facing such a tough opponent on offense and defense. But Andrew's been our rock. He's been our stud the past 2 years, and a guy that we lean heavily on, and he's come through for us.
Yeah, certainly. Has made over 3 kicks of over 50 yards this season. Now, once again, talking about tomorrow afternoon's matchup with Framingham, do you expect? Obviously, you guys a Northeast school. Do you expect? It's been pretty cold out. Do you think the weather will be a factor tomorrow?
Well, if it is a factor, it's going to be a factor for both teams. I mean, this week we've been practicing outside every single day, and we've gotten some snow up here, some flurries and everything. So if it's going to be cold for us, it's going to be cold for them too. And wind and whatever field conditions, they're going to be exactly the same. So how it would affect both teams? I think both teams are fairly balanced with the desire to run the ball and throw the ball, and really when you look at them, they try to take advantage of what they're doing well and sticking to their knitting as far as that's concerned. So, I'm not sure if factor is going to be if weather is going to be a huge factor, and if it is, it'll be there for both guys.
Now, you guys are making your 10th appearance in ECAC bowl game as a program. You guys are actually 8-1 all time in ECAC bowl games. What do you think goes into being so successful in the postseason?
Well, Jim, let me tell you, this is my second year here at RPI, and where we are as a football program, this is really a rebuilding stage for us. Where there has been some turnover in coaching staff the last number of years, and we're to the point now where we have some stability. We have coaches in place. We have guys in the same systems for a number of years, so that's been important to us. Certainly, when you look at the success that RPI has had traditionally in the ECACs, the number one reason there was at the top, and that was Joe King. He was instrumental in putting RPI football on the map, and we're just trying to live up to his legacy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think maybe I sort of misphrased the question. Kind of going off a little bit. In general, what do you think goes into being successful in a postseason environment like this?
Well, if you look at teams that have been successful, it's teams that stay true to their personality and who they are. There's a reason why you get into a postseason play. It's because it's because you've done things right the entire football season, or maybe you've done things more consistently the entire football season. If you look at us and you look at the wins that we've had, it's been because we've had a chance to run the football, control the pace of the game, be efficient in the passing game, and eliminate turnovers. Those are some huge things. And then with special teams being able to play field position battle. Defensively, it's stopping the run and forcing the team to pass and making a team uncomfortable, getting some turnovers. So our big thing that we've seen is the formula for our success is to run the football on offense, stop the run on defense, create turnovers, and make the other team play uneasy.
Coach, thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate it, and good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you very much.